This is a pretty tight and now really dark space that I've gotten rid of that window. And today we have so many trades on site. Because we have the frame up and the next step is to get the super check onto the walls, I need every single trade that needs access to these walls in now. So today we have on site our air conditioning team, we have on site our electrical team, which means that my entire electrical vision needs to be already in place. On top of that, we have our tilers, we have our builders, and as you can see, we have a lot of ladders. Let's hope everyone just takes a big, deep breath and we make it through the day. All of the infrastructure is now inside these walls, and it's time for the boys from Hunter Lining Projects to come back and install the super check. Now, there's probably a few of you wondering, what is the difference between gyprock and super check? So obviously super check goes on our walls just like gyprock does. However, I've chosen to put super check in here for a few key reasons. Now, the first, which you heard me mention weeks and weeks ago, is the acoustic quality. Super check has great sound dampening properties. So it reduces the amount of noise that gets transmitted from one room to the next. And given that this space may be a space where we hold meetings, where we have drinks, or even hold small events, I want to make sure that the sound transfer into the front offices and the design studio is as small as possible. And my second huge reason for using this is its durability. So super check is 3 times tougher, which means from a durability and an impact resistance, it is absolutely perfect for someone like me. We all know I'm clumsy. We all know I love to move furniture around a place. And realistically, if I was to have my children here, super check is certainly the choice I want to make. I wouldn't have to worry about soccer balls going into walls, cricket bats going into walls, and I won't have to worry about me dropping a paint tin and maybe bouncing it off a wall. So for me, it was a really clear choice. It means that I get the added benefits of acoustic dampening and a tougher product, but looks just as special as gyprock does. Now, if you are wondering, when you're using super check, it is no different to gyprock in the sense of how you finish it. You still need to tape your joins, you still need to use a non-shrinking base coat, wait your 24 hours, one top coat, and then top coat a second time and sand off naturally. So exactly the same principles for the finishing of it, but just different qualities. I can't deny or ignore anymore that I have a big fireplace here. I can't call it beautiful because it is not right now. Given that we've just gyprocked and set this room, I cannot ignore anymore that I need to deal with this fireplace. And I have a few options, right?
You do.
I can ignore it, I can paint it, I can put a wooden box inside it and fill it with candles, or, as he yawns, I could put a fireplace in it, funnily enough. But there's a pile of stuff that I need to know about fireplaces, and I have an amazing product that I'm really keen to put in, but I don't know whether this old beauty can actually take it. Putting a fireplace back into here would be amazing. Cozy lounges and armchairs and feet up and my computer, because I'd be working naturally, and maybe a glass of wine. But there's a whole world of code and restrictions around fireplaces, of which is way above my pay grade. So I've got Josh over here today to check out a pile of things about this fireplace, which are, what do we need to know?
What do we need to know? Well, number one, it is a fireplace. So we actually we actually need to know if the chimney still works.
Yeah, I can't see daylight up there.
No. I think what they've done is chop the top of the chimney off, goes above the old roof.
Yeah.
So they've brought it back underneath the roof line. So that gives us a few options of what we want to do. We don't really want to put back an open wood fireplace.
I don't want to clean up the mess.
One, it makes the house smell, you know, two,
It makes
could
it smell
burn
good
it down.
though.
Well, it could burn the place down. So what I think our options are is that we have a gas fireplace in here, or
we could have a timber fireplace.
We have a timber fireplace, but have an enclosed one, and we flue it with the new flue systems that they have.
Right. So, are there certain types of chimneys and that can and can't take a flue though?
Yes, that's right. Well, if this was a back-to-back chimney, so this is on one of your exterior walls, but if it was back-to-back, chimneys come up to one...
Explain what that means for people back-to-back. I know what it means.
Okay, so sorry, if you had a fireplace on an internal wall, and in one room you had a fireplace, and in the other room you had a fireplace.
Correct, like in all the old homes.
They would share a chimney.
Yep.
So the chimney's exhaust would go up and come up into one.
Yep. Which would mean they wouldn't be straight.
Many houses have caught on fire because, let's say there's been a chimney in one room, they've blocked off one in the other, and the embers are going up, but may not make them their way all the way up. So I've come back down the other side, and the house is full of
cool. So that's not going to happen here. So what do we need to do? What do we check? I like this house now.
So we need to make sure, that's good, it is your house. We need to make sure we can get our flue system up here.
Okay.
And out through the roof.
Yep.
We probably need to clean all the soot out of the old chimney, because it is actually combustible as well.
Chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep. So I think the best thing to do is consider a fireplace that can have a front on it.
Well, good news is I have one. Got your glasses? But we need to work out whether it can fit and whether it meets all those important code things. So we were looking at either... What A is the width of the back? Oh my gosh.
Well, no, it's technically the width of the see?
But not of the flangey part.
No, we want the flange.
Now that the fireplace is sorted, it is time to move on to the much talked about super sized doors. We created the opening, we've had it framed up and blocked up, and it is ready for the doors to arrive. So in come these gorgeous, massive, custom-made doors from Hume. They sit at around 1 metre wide and approximately 2,700 high. So they are very big, and there is a method to my madness, which you will understand once you get to see what will eventually be behind those doors. I know that barn door tracks are super cool and super on trend at the moment. However, in this circumstance, I really feel that the house is a little more classic and a little less trendy than that. And if I'm really open with you from a design perspective, I want the doors and the fireplace to be the hero, not the track. So I've gone with a very simple track at the top, which will be concealed by a pelmet. Again, a super streamlined pelmet. Thanks for watching this episode of my 1880s house restoration. If you'd like to know more about Carrington House, see other rooms we've done or will be doing, check out the products that we've used, our trade and supplier team, as well as get all the behind the scenes footage and all the specifications, colours and finishes I've chosen for every space, then head on over to my website, naomifindlay.com/Carrington House, and everything you need will be right there.